Let's go. Just point me in the right direction.
Every courser has special hardware that gives them a direct connection to the relay. You need that chip. But to get it, you'll have to find a courser. Now, I don't know exactly where you can find one. They haven't sent a plan. You're going to have to hunt one down. I can tell you where to start and give you some help finding one. But you'll have to do the dirty work.
Okay, let's get to work.
Right. The primary insertion point for coursers is in the ruins of CIT, directly above the Institute. So you'll want to head there. Now, the relay causes some pretty heavy interference all across the EM spectrum. You've got a radio on that Pip-Boy, right? When you get to the ruins, tune it to the lower end of the band and listen in. You'll be able to hear the interference. Follow the signal, and it'll lead you to a courser. Then, you just have to not get killed. Not gonna lie, the odds aren't in your favor here. But if you do make it, remember what I said about the serum. I need it badly. I really do hope you find what you're looking for.
Pip-Boy doesn't sound pleased. Let's say we get out of here. protection or something?
On the second floor. Kill on sight. Send reinforcements to the lobby in case there are more. What's going on down there?
It's gone now.
Who's there? We're hot!
The Courser is now on the third floor. Reports of the second intruder in the east wing near the courtyard.
What?
Barricade stairwells and hallways if you haven't already.
Last mistake!
We've lost contact with sectors 2 and 4. top floor immediately. That's an order.
What the?
I'm all ears. Want me to take a look at that terminal? Just say the word.
Got it.
Got away with machines.
I don't know the password. I'm telling the truth. I Please, no. All he had to do was tell me the password. Over here.
Anything you can't haul my way.
Use
Hey
it for
there.
help over
If you're
here.
going to kill me, then do it.
Hey,
He deserved to die. I know you're not here for me, but I can't get out. Not on my own. I'm going to have to trust you to help me.
if you knew me, you'd probably think otherwise.
I guess I don't really have a choice. Do I? The guard put the password in a toolbox. Over there, under the stairs. Use it to gain access to the terminal. And open the door. In the toolbox, under the stairs. Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Who are you?
My institute designation is K-198, but I prefer Jenny, so yes. Unless I knew they'd send a courser. I think I would have lost him too. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna look for supplies, and before you ask, the Commonwealth is unforgiving.
Right.
There's been panic about the new thing floating in the sky.
I thought it was one of Tinker Tom's aliens.
Aliens are real.
Enough! The blimp is... called the Pridwin, and it's operated by the Brotherhood of Steel. The Brotherhood of Steel are a formidable high... advanced order, and they've come here to destroy synths. Shit! Spread the word. The Brotherhood are our enemies. There's no possibility of peace. Tinker Tom will be spearheading a fail-safe plan to deal with this Brotherhood. Codename Red Glare. But for now, we monitor them and keep them clear of our operations. The focus remains on the Institute. You've all got jobs to do. Do them.
Pam wants to talk.
Desdemona.
She's in bed.
I have a report here. It reads more like a comic book. Apparently, one hell of a fight took place at Green Tech Genetics.
Oh? What have you heard?
One of our agents took a courser. Alone. Something I'm not even sure Glory could do. And that agent is you. I'm all for one less courser in the world, but why'd you do it?
I needed a courser chip. I need the code on it.
You have one of their chips? Intact? Follow me. Now. Decoding a courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong. The least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Hey, Des. You need something?
Tom, we got a courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages. There's more going on than you know. Trust me.
You've hit the jackpot with this. Hand over the chip. Let's see what's on it.
Here you go.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you. We're in. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky. Got you, you Institute bastard, I got you. Solve for N. Come on. Show me that sweet base number. Come on, baby. Yeah, we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
And Agent, I hope that helps you as much as you've helped us. Good work.
Glad you signed on. Means I might get to take the occasional night off.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been here. I want to be clear that...
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises. But, if you can build this device, and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it?
I got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Protect and serve.
Unless you're hounding for a green suntan, I suggest. We get a move.
Elder Maxon?
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded according to our scribes. The moment this information, the Institute, to accomplish this goal, I've had our scribes, the only logical that's where we need your help.
Well, guess what? This is your lucky day. I have a way inside.
The method is useless without the means to make it work. Perhaps we should pool our resources to achieve our common goal. Now, indulge me for a moment by satisfying my curiosity. Tell me why you're so eager to get into the Institute.
I want to help the Brotherhood stop the Institute. It's the only way to ensure the safety of the Commonwealth.
Indeed. The technology the Institute has at their disposal is frightening. They've already done a measure. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get...
Don't get any ideas, Sin.
From you folks, I wouldn't know where to look.
Sense are the worst. They hide in plain sight.
Liberating the Commonwealth is responsibility, but we'll get the job done.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? All right, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? Molecular transmission via encrypted art. This explains why we've been picking... Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to... And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack...
That all sounds impressive, but can you build it?
If I can keep that flying pile of junk in the air, I can work miracles. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking it's gonna take a cargo hold full of high...
I'm glad you can make sense of those plans.
I haven't made sense of all of it yet, but I will by the time you get the first part built. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a massive power source to get the signal interceptor running. Charging into a situation, guns blazing. Luck building the platform yet?
Yes. I'm ready to build the rest of it.
Good. Let's move on then. Here's a list of everything we'll need. Now, I know some of that might as well be in Greek, so
Looks good, Ingram.
I wish I had your
Right.
Oh, one last thing before I forget. It's important that all the components are wired together so all the pieces are... If you need any help, I'll be over at the build site. I'd wish you good luck, Knight. But I think we're both... is enough power to fire up the signal interceptor.
Proctor Ingram.
Better check all your connections and make sure all the components are wired together on a single grid. Beam it. We'll never trap the signal. See what you can do with that.
You could travel with that thing. Makes me seriously question your judgment, soldier.
Hey.
I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind.
We're close. All we need is enough power to fire up the signal interceptor. Better check all your connections and make sure all the components are wired together on a single grid.
busy to speak right now.
Hey,
What's the plan?
over here. Wait there.
I'll stay put.
The beam in there out of alignment will never trap the signal properly. See what you can do with that. Close. All we need is enough power to fire up the signal interceptor. Check all your connections and make sure all the components are wired together on a single grid. that are out of alignment will never trap the signal properly. See what you can do about it. Any help with the signal interceptor?
How are we gonna build a control console?
Old?
I'll send for you if I need you.
I have to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
close. All we need is enough power to fire up the signal interceptor.
Sir.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
What are the details of my mission?
I'm glad you asked. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field.
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful... That said, after some time, we're fairly certain.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Dr. Lee is a valuable asset. If any harm comes...
The device doesn't work from over there. You have to be on the platform. Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Can't pick this. No way to pick this. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Oh, goddamn them. So many years stolen.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Those bastards, they took you from me.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the... Please try and keep an open mind. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
This is insane. All of it.
The degree of trauma you're experiencing right now is understandable. Please, just try to relax. I know this is all difficult to take in.
I want answers, asshole. Now.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity, but I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find. It's good to finally meet. I am.
It's really you?
Yes. In the vault. You had no concept of the passage of time. But then you learned that your son was no longer ready. Is it really so hard to accept? And here I...
Hell of a story. But... I guess...
I'm glad you're willing to accept the truth. At that time, the scientific curiosity, so they followed the...
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already... The Institute endeavored to create... Plenty of that was available, even in their attempts to shield themselves. But then the Institute... I was exactly what they need. I am their father.
Sean.
It really is. I know you must have questions.
I don't want to hear any more right now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated. I've been a part of some... And now...
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. Forgive me. There is much to be...
I'll do whatever it takes.
I am glad to. The Institute is now... You want to introduce yourself?
Sure.
And finally, Dr. Lee.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this...
Doctor.
Oh,
They weren't kidding.
I don't know.
You really are
Most
here.
of them have lasted
Well, all
long
right.
past their projected
I'm
lifespans.
Allie
If you
Fillmore.
ask me,
You can think
they
of
were
me as
built
the
pretty
Institute's
well.
chief engineer. When Father told us about you, if you don't mind my asking,
I guess I just wasn't ready to die yet.
oh, that's understandable. The will now. As you might guess, we keep the Institute, we maintain and upgrade. There's a lot of machinery. The work we do might not. So, now that you're here and you spoke.
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll take your time.
Uh-huh.
If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full... Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. Oh, all set. Unit, you can return to duty.
You're here. Glad you made it. No visible reaction. We'll start. The side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it will.
Huh?
All and remember, every symptom you experience.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Just as you gave life to Father, gave life to many of us.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
Good to see you.
Terminal's gotta be somewhere.
Scanning. Subject identified.
What are you going to do?
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for...
Doctor.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Well, that was productive.
I wasn't aware that I needed authorization.
Father may have given you... If you plan to stay down here with us, you need...
Easy. I just want to talk.
About what? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
If I wanted to kill you, we wouldn't be talking.
That's a fair point. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like you to come back.
Well, how sweet of them. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. More than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am. Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there, dying. And here I am, surrounded by technology that could make their life. Yet we hide down here and insulate our... It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is low, if nothing else, speaking of, hi.
Sleep is such a waste of time.
I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma weapons.
Rushed work is sloppy at best, and deadly at worst.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operation.
Excuse me,
How the
Doctor.
Warwick family
Welcome.
is doing.
So good to have you here.
Wally must
Dr.
be close
Click,
to 10 years
I
old.
can't...
Uh-huh. I look forward to learning more.
In that case, as the name implies, our most important directive is to... To that end, we've even started to explore the... You probably saw the...
Seems like there's nothing you got.
With hard work, I'm sure I've taken...
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case...
I'm good for now, thanks.
Take care, then.
Sorry, but I'm too preoccupied for chit-chat. Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you? Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Just as you gave life to Father.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel.
Scanning unknown identity.
All looking forward to working with you.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me to send a message.
Hey, Doc.
So,
Please don't.
here
There's
you
enough
are.
friction as it
Just
is
an ale.
between us and
I'll
pretty
be
much all
upfront
the
with
other
you.
departments.
Despite your relation to Father, I'm sure you understand.
Right. Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider. It's nothing personal. Now, Father is our primary responsibility.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. The results could be... Our main instrument is coursers hunt. They are highly self-sufficient. But I gather you know all this. In fact...
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Very well.
See what I can do.
Night.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I built too, but that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
What do you hope to find on there?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, your mission to recruit Dr. Lee still needs to be completed. I believe Elder Maxson gave you all of the details? Good luck, Knight. Heard you gave those muties at Fort Strong something to think about.
Attention! Halberd pilot to Station Epsilon. Halberd pilot report to Station Epsilon. That is all.
There's still that off the record.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Ballanet Alpha at 93%. Compensating.
Reactor at 100% efficiency.
System deltas at 100%. Secondary deltas standing by.
I always wondered what you'd look like as a robot. Victoria, brother.
I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll help us crush the Institute.
It will, but we've got a lot of work ahead of us first. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile. And every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
That doesn't sound hard to fix.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll just run down to the local giant robot store and buy myself some how-to manuals. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Paxton might appear compassionate.
Attention! Ferrum Squad, report to debriefing. Ferrum Squad to the debriefing.
I must commend you. Convincing Dr. Lee to return to the Brotherhood.
There's still that.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
We had a deal.
I said I'd return to the Brotherhood of Steel, and I have. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
You may not like the Brotherhood, but the people of the Commonwealth shouldn't have to suffer for it.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
Hey.
Heads up.
Go ahead.
If Dom and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
That's not something I do.
Nick.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Okay, ask.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you, it's a whole hell of a...
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Huh. You're a took me a long damn... Thank goodness I found diamonds. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre, plenty of people, but at the time...
Why'd they let you in?
Because I galloped the... turns out I took them taking up in the city.
Uh-huh. Was it hard settling in?
Yeah, they should. But I went and up. And hell, it was about... I took... That's a long...
Heads up.
There's something you need? I think we...
Oh god, mole rat on a stick. Bad idea.
Excuse me.
Not so long as you're carrying it. Take a look.
No, my
Look alive.
should have free
I'm listening.
will.
Why? You jealous you had...
Hey, Valentine.
You got time to talk now?
How can a machine believe it's alive? Ridiculous.
Look alive.
Go ahead. Looking for something? I'm all ears.
Grab that.
Count on it.
Go check that out.
Sorry, can't do it.
Grab anything useful.
Done and done.
Check it out.
I don't know about Sprite Mariah. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much.
Get that.
Good plan.
Nick.
You got time to talk now?
Okay.
We've just been... I figured.
Hey.
I'll see
Hold
what
position.
I can do.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Come on.
Good plan.
Hey.
Go on.
Move here.
Done and done.
Hey, Valentine.
You got time to talk now?
Can we maybe do this later?
Yeah, later's fine.
Should have my armor there to sell.
Talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelurk scat off my boots.
Proctor.
Things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Maybe I should teach her some manners.
That's not necessary. She isn't gonna be much good to us if she's lying in a hospital bed. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's. In fact, since things are...
Sure, anything you need.
That's what I love about you. You're ready to leap into action, and I bet you don't have the faintest idea what I'm talking about. The actuators are what allows Liberty. Prime's new limbs are... We're gonna have to rip those out. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Sure.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have the only thing we need, according to Proctor Quinn. We've already sent out a few teams.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so good luck.
Now that we have intelligence.
Not exactly subtle, Al.
That's it.
Heads up.
There's something. You need?
Heads up.
Much to plan.
My duty shift was long, but I'm glad we're making a difference out here. There's no time to waste when there's work to be done. That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but it's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, but since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a...
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Can I build the nukes like I built the actuators?
I could build you 1,000 nuke casings, right now, but we've got nothing to put inside them. The Mark 28s have a specialized nuclear payload that requires the correct balance of fissile materials in order for them to detonate properly. In other words, I'd love to mix you a cocktail, but I'm all out of liquor. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.